Is a new 511 amp everything they say it is, or is it just a bunch of hype? I got an all mission for it today. We're gonna do a little bit of fishing, so let's go. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to George Define. On this channel, we do backpack reviews, hunting, and a little bit of fishing. Today is one of those fishing days. We're out here with the 511 Amp 24. All mission pack. That's what the amp stands for. This is a 32-liter pack. I really like it. I really like the idea of this pack. Now, when 511 said that they're going to come out with this pack, I was super hyped because it had all the features on the 511 packs that I have come to love and I really like and enjoy on their packs. So if you look at my channel, you can see that I've reviewed a lot of 511 packs over the time that I've been reviewing backpacks. When I saw this one, I was so excited. I was like, man, I can't wait to get my hands on that amp pack. I gotta say that now that I got it in my hands, I got some critiques, I got some criticism for the bag itself, but we'll get to that. So let's talk about who this bag is for. Obviously, this bag is perfect for the guy that likes to do a lot of different things. Like if you want to go hunting, if you want to go fishing, you want to go rucking for the day, you want to take this on a travel. This bag is built to do a lot of different things. I would even say this bag is even built for everyday carry or EDC. But you got to deal with some of the issues that come along with this pack too. Let's talk about the specs for a second on this bag. This bag is actually 19.5 inches tall. It's 11 inches wide and it's 8 inches in depth. You gotta excuse the ducks behind me, the geese, they coming in. This bag's weight is 3.2 pounds. 511 says this bag can take a 15-inch laptop, and today I got my 15-inch laptop in there. I know you won't use a 15-inch laptop when you're fishing or when you're in an environment like this, but I wanted to stick it in there so you guys can see that you can use that size laptop in this backpack. Now, this backpack is made out of a 500 Dobby nylon on the main section, and then down here at the bottom, 511 switches it up and they put a 1050D nylon on the bottom. So it's a heavier duty nylon on the bottom. Of course, that's where you're gonna see most of your wear and tear is on the bottom of the bag. So let's run through this bag from the bottom to the top like we usually do. There's a lot of stuff on this bag. Hopefully I can show you everything that's in this bag because they thought of a lot. There's a lot of engineering that went into this bag, and I gotta applaud 511 for being so ambitious with the backpack. First off, before we even get to the critique, this is a bag where you want to kind of stand back and say, man, whoever engineered this bag, whoever designed it, put a lot of thought into the bag. Down here at the bottom, you got a compartment where you can stick in some stuff. And it's a pretty good sized pocket. I would say it's probably about 5 or 6 inches deep. And it's the whole length of the bag, so that's gonna be about 11 inches wide. And then down here, I just stuck in my first aid kit. Whenever I do stuff outside, I definitely stick a first aid kit in my bag. So, you know, if you get a little boo-boo or scrape, you got something with you that you can take care of that problem. Also down here, you got a little bit of subdued 511 branding. I really like the fact that they make all of their branding on this bag very subdued. It's black, or if it's white, it's just very minimal, very small, like tags and stuff. So again, 511, thanks for not putting us out there for those guys that want to go really gray, man. They want to put on a tactical style backpack, but they don't want it to scream tactical to everyone. So we're moving up the bag. This is 511's hex grid. So this is a 9x9 alternative to Molly. So this is like a laser cut honeycomb Molly. And what this allows you to do is to place Molly pouches in different directions. So I got a Molly pouch. Just give me one second, I'll grab it. So what this hex grid system allows you to do is to place like a Molly pouch like this. This is a regular Molly pouch, and you can slant it to the side and attach it. Most times Molly has to go straight up and down, but with this hex grid system, you have the ability to slant it to make it more ergonomics so you can get into the pouch, which I really like. I like that design, and they're putting that on a lot of their packs and plate carriers. Also, this is one of their gear sets. The hex grid is one of their gear sets, and they actually have 4 gear sets, I think, right now. I have the hex grid, which comes with the pack, and I also have the admin gear set, which we'll talk about a little bit later. I have it right here. So what you can do is you can pull off this gear set and then replace it with another one. So that's pretty cool, very inventive. Again, the engineering, the design, the functionality, 511 is really trying and pushing it forward. We'll move up a little bit. We got this flap right here. And at first I was like, is that your quick access compartment? It is a quick access compartment, but it's a quick access for your CCW, your concealed carry. So if you just lift this up, you have a little bit of Velcro. You can slide your hand in and grab your pistol or firearm that you put in there. I like this pocket a lot. I like the idea that it's right there in the center of your back, and a lot of times when you're carrying a pistol or a firearm, it's got some weight to it, so it's in the center of your back. I'm just concerned with the fact that if your firearm is on the outside of the bag, it's just this easy to lift up and put your hand inside of this bag and grab out your firearm. I don't know about the security of this. If you were to put a firearm in this bag and carry off body, you really need to be paying attention to if someone is behind you and you have this bag on, because it could be just this simple to get in there and get your firearm. Moving up the bag, right here 511 has their quick access pocket where you can stick in whatever you want for the day. I got some vape juice in there. I got my cell phone, because this pocket is fleece lined, and so you can definitely stick in your sunglasses or any other electronics that you want to keep protected. You can stick in this quick access pocket. I guess we'll keep on going up the top of this bag. Right here on the very, very top of the bag, you have your grab handle, which is actually pretty wide, and I can get all 4 fingers around it. Actually, I have 5 fingers. All 5 fingers around this grab handle, and you got a lot of purchase on this bag. It's not padded that well, but it is this 500D Dobby turned over and then sewn. It's not much padding at all, and I just threw in, this is a load-bearing carabiner that I threw in there. And then at the very top, you can see that they have right next to the handle itself, they have a little 511 tag. Again, very subdued, you can hardly see it. All right, let's go to the side of this backpack. On the side of this bag, you got 2 compression straps, 1, 2, and with these double compression straps, I really like running my tripod down the side, and then I'm able to cinch them down. 511 does a great job of thinking about the attention to detail. Strap keepers on all of the straps on the side to keep that from flopping around. I just kind of pulled it out, but you can definitely tuck those straps in so that they're not flopping around when you're moving. As I said before, there's no water bottle pockets on the side of this bag, but 511 didn't leave you out there. They actually made a space inside of the bag that's hidden so you could put your water bottle. So all you do is unzip this side pocket. It's kind of like, it's super hidden because you can't even really see it on the side of the bag because it's built inside. So you just reach inside, and then there goes your water bottle. I have my 27-ounce clean canteen in there like I usually carry, and I think that's an awesome way to carry your water bottle. Only thing about this way of building it inside of the backpack is it takes away space inside of the backpack. And you have this on both sides. So you gotta think about that when you're loading this pack up. If you're gonna carry two longer items on the sides of the bag, it's gonna eat up space inside of the bag. Now these pockets, the way that they work, they're in between. The zipper for the pocket is in between these two compression straps. So it allows you full access to the pocket without even having to undo the compression straps. Again, design and functionality, making sure that everything on the bag works like it's supposed to. All right, let's flip this bag around and look at the back panel. Starting from the top, 511 gives you that U shape or yoked backpack strap on this back panel, and I really like it. The shoulder straps themselves feel really good, and around the top of the yoke, 511 puts some different material on the top so that it's a little bit softer around the back of your neck when you're carrying it, and I really like the fact that they look for comfort in that way and included that on the shoulder straps. If you fold the shoulder straps backwards, you have a nameplate right here where you can put your name if you are part of a team or you want to identify your backpack from anybody else. You can write your name in a marker right there. Moving down the shoulder straps of this backpack, you have places where you can run your hydration hose. You do get a sternum strap, which 511 has put on a ladder system, so you can move it up and down depending on your comfort, depending on your size. With these tactical backpacks, a lot of times now they're including these quick disconnect straps where you just push the buckle and now you can undo the shoulder straps and ditch the pack. Super quiet, super fast. Again, 511 doesn't include a hip strap. They put the hip belt in there, but I guess this is gonna be their new practice of not including a hip belt for your bag, and you gotta purchase it separately. I wish for this bag is like $189 by itself. It's like $200 with tax and shipping. So I wish they would have included a hip belt for your $200. I kind of don't want to have to go back and buy the gear set and also a hip belt too. And I'm gonna be looking at probably over $250 for this bag. Even though it's an awesome backpack, I don't want to have to keep on being nickel and dime for every little thing to add to this bag. All right, let's take a look at this back panel. And this is where the bag kind of fell apart for me. And this is something where it's kind of a make or break for a lot of people, is the comfort of the backpack. This bag is built to use every day for your different all missions pack, right? One of the things that they really should have thought about doing differently was this back panel. It's a super hard molded, I would say, is it foam? Yes, it's foam. But I'm telling you, on your back, it doesn't give it all. It's almost like a board on your back. So it doesn't give you any type of curvature. It's just straight and flat on your back. I can see that they tried to do something, some kind of molding to curve a back, but honestly, this feels very stiff. It's very hard on my back. And even carrying this bag around today, from the truck down to this fishing spot, it was kind of like bouncing on my back because it just doesn't have that curve to grip my back on like a lot of other backpacks do. And this is gonna be maybe the downfall of this backpack for me, is this back panel, because I can't really overstate it enough. The comfort on this bag is lacking. So if you put this bag on for a long trek, you may be in some pain. Since we're back here on the back panel, let's go ahead and look at this computer section / hydration section. Right here, 511 said you could put a 15-inch laptop, and that's exactly what I have, is a 15-inch laptop. This is my old Dell, I don't know, this is the Dell Inspiron. And I just put that in there today just to show you that this bag can carry a laptop. So inside of this back panel, you do have a hook right here for your hydration that you can run out and then run down your shoulder straps. 511 includes two straps down here at the bottom where it kind of suspends your laptop up off the bottom. So you got your back panel right here, and then you got your laptop right here. Instead of the laptop slipping down to the bottom of the bag, so every time you drop it, you're dropping your laptop down, they kind of raise it up a little bit off the bottom, those straps, and allow the bag to kind of float. That way, when you drop the bag, it's not gonna hit the bottom of the laptop, which is great engineering. Thanks 511 for doing that. Appreciate it a lot. Let's get into the main section of the bag. First, there's two options to get inside this bag. Actually, there's three options to get inside this bag. You can undo the top and just kind of roll the lip of the bag down. Now you have access to your contents inside the bag and also this mesh pocket. On the side of the backpack, you have an option where you can get in as well. If you use these zippers on the side, you can get into the backpack like this. You have access to an admin section that's right here between these two compression straps so that you never have to undo them. There's actually 4 zippers going around the main section of this backpack, which allows a lot of options to get inside of it, and I appreciate the engineering that was put forward in that. Also down here at the bottom, 511 includes like a zipper keeper so that when you want to lock down your zippers, you don't want someone to get into your main section. It's just like an extra layer of security. They're gonna be able to get inside this bag if they really work at it, but it's one more thing they have to do to get inside. The third way that you get inside this backpack is undoing the compression straps on all the way around the side and then unzipping it. Once you have this bag unzipped, it lays open almost full clamshell, but not full clamshell. So you got this section where you got a lot of mesh pockets on this section, the really good section, and then you got this section over here where it has some additional organization. Let's look over here first. Now 511 actually gives you 3 compartments on this flap alone. So a lot of organization in this bag. So it really depends on how you want to carry, what you want to carry. They got a spot for it. Right here on the top, you got a mesh pocket where I put in my Burt's Bees, a little Victorinox Classic, my Nivea hand cream. You gotta have your Nivea hand cream. A little lighter that jumped out of my hand right there. I carry some aspirin and some more junk that's in that pocket. It's a little mesh pocket, perfect for your stuff that you just kind of want to grab and go with on a daily basis. 511 also includes a hidden pocket under this mesh pocket. So there's a little zipper, and I didn't mention before, all of the zippers on this bag are YKK. Even the little baby zipper I'm about to show you right now is a YKK zipper. So you just undo this section, and then I've stuck in my wallet. You can't even really see that pocket when you're looking at the bag when you open it up. It's under this mesh pocket on the top, which is very, very inventive. Again, the engineering, the functionality of 511, like it a lot. So if you want to stick your money in there, you want to stick your boarding passes, your passports when you're traveling, no one's going to even know that's even in there. Unless they looked at this video, then they will know what's in there. So, all right, so down here at the bottom, this is where you have your organization for your cords, all your tech stuff, and your business stuff, your pens, your knives, all of that stuff goes in this section right here. Now 511, I gotta say that I like the fact that you built this into the lid of the bag, but the access is jacked up. The way that you actually get inside of this section, it doesn't make any sense. So you unzip either side of the bag. So they try to give you 2 ways so you can get inside. But you can't actually see what you're trying to get to because you can't lift this section up to get access to it. So I want to be able to get to my cords that are in here, but I only have a very limited view of this stuff. I actually have to kind of bend the lid of it itself to even kind of see, because it's covered by this mesh and you can't undo it. So I don't like the design. I don't like the design of this, the way that you can unzip it, but you really can't get into it the way you want to get into it to access your stuff and see what you have. So if I could show you, I kind of have to pull this back. You have a couple of cord spots of bungees where you could put your cords and pins. And I also stuck in some business cards in this section. And it has a key keeper that you can stick your keys into this section. So this is like an organization or an admin panel for this bag that's in the inside. Now, I prefer my admin panels on the outside of bags, but if you want to put another gear set or you're rocking another gear set on the front, this is another option. So the bag is complete the way it's sold, but I went ahead and purchased the admin gear section. We'll talk about that a little later. But 511, I think if you would have done better if you just were able to zip this all the way down so you could get inside of it instead of having to kind of cock it to the side to see what you have. What I do have in here is I stuck in my Leatherman juice and some USB cords for charging my phone and a G2 Pilot pen. Where you guys, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that on camera, but that's what's in there. So that's kind of all of the organization on this side of the backpack. Now let's move on to the other side. I got my tackle box right here that, you know, I'm doing some fishing, but really I'm out here for y'all. I'm out here just reviewing this bag. So I stuck my tackle box in there. You never know when you're gonna catch that giant. So what's in this section? You actually have a fleece backing right here where you can put your Velcro admin gear sets if you're not using them or you want to put them inside of the bag. You also have two pockets on the top here where you can stick some stuff. I just stuck in an umbrella right there because why not? I just wanted to show the length of the bag, that pocket itself. So you can see that you can stick something pretty large inside of this pocket. Now, what you have is two pockets on either side of one another. So you have that first pocket where I showed you where you go in the back of the bag, and then you have this second pocket inside of the bag, and they're right on top of each other. So if you load both of these pockets up, you're gonna have something more like this. You know, the pocket's gonna be very expanded on both sides, the flap of this backpack. So that's kind of what you got there. But I like the fact that you can either store your stuff inside of the backpack or outside of the backpack, depending on what you want as far as this bag goes. Now at the top of the inside of the backpack, you got this little tag that says all missions packed 24 hours and the measurements of the pack and it's the volume that it can hold. So they gave you some technical specs on the bag. I really like that. So if you have any question about what you can hold in this bag, you know exactly how tall it is or exactly how wide it is. Right here at the top, you have two tabs where you can put in another admin gear set. And on these gear sets, they have two hooks at the top of the gear set where you can hook them in and then lay down the hook and loop fabric so that you can hold it down tight. Now to change the gear sets on the front of the bag is not that hard, but it's not that simple either. So let me show you what you gotta do. You gotta actually pull, wrestling with this bag. You gotta pull this first gear set off and see, these hooks aren't that easy to get off because you gotta kind of push them back, you gotta maneuver them around to get them off. All right, got that one off. Now here comes the admin gear set, which is an extra couple of dollars. 511, this is an extra couple of dollars on your website. So if you really wanna make a change, you want different options, you're gonna have to pay a premium price for your different options. What I like to do is to lay the gear set on backwards and hook it in first. And then flip it over once I got it all hooked in. So I got it hooked. Now I flip. Now, one thing I want to point out on this admin gear set and the admin gear sets as a whole, or gear sets as a whole, is that once you got a gear set on, you got two female buckles right in the same place. Now that might be where the engineering kind of fell apart. I could see what the problem was, that they wanted to be able to use that compression strap on the side to tighten the load down. And what if somebody's not carrying a gear set? They just have the hook and loop panel on the front, buckles right here in the front in the same place, and they kind of just lay over top of one another. What I would have liked to seen is like a clip where you can take these buckles on and off, and that way you could have moved them around. So it's now there's like two right there. That's really ugly. I don't like that. All right, let's check out this admin gear set. It's really like what they have in most of the 511 rush packs. So let's open it up. I'll stop talking about it. I'll show y'all. So open it up, and this is what you get. You get a zipper compartment right here on the top. You got another key keeper where I put my junky keys, and you got actually two slip pockets. So I got one slip pocket, I just have a Word notebook and a tactical pen, and you got two pen slots and a card slot if you want to keep your business cards right here. And down here at the bottom there's another slip pocket where I just stuck in my flashlight and knife that I was carrying for the day. I would have liked to seen another slot for a knife and a flashlight in here dedicated, you know, a dedicated spot for those. But for right now, this last slip pocket has a tough enough top where I can kind of hook the clips of those two items to the top, and we'll just rock it like that. Now, on the other side of the admin gear set, you have two slip pockets, and I'm sure these are perfect for maybe some AR mags, but I'm not carrying my AR today. I'm carrying my fishing rod, so we won't be putting any AR mags in there. But what I do have is some Clorox disinfectant wipes. If I get my hands, you know, kind of nasty with the fish, I can wipe my hands off. And then I don't have anything in this other slip pocket, but that's kind of where your admin section is on this gear set. So all in all, I gotta say 511 did a good job with this pack. Even though there is some problems, let's run over the problems real quick that I saw in the pack, and you guys might see some other issues. With the admin gear set, the double female buckles covering each other, that's a problem. I would have liked to seen a different type of design right there. And I think the biggest issue for me is this back panel. It's very uncomfortable for me when I was carrying my load. I can only speak for me. It might be comfortable for you. Try it out and see if it will work for you. But for me, this is kind of a deal breaker because I can't carry this pack. I can't justify spending $250 on a pack with the admin gear set and the pack itself. And when I put the pack on, it's uncomfortable. I can't justify that. So for me, this is kind of the deal breaker right here. The fundamentals, the basics, you gotta get this back panel right. And if this back panel is not right, along with the shoulder straps, then it's gonna be hard for somebody to carry it. You know, you can have a Mercedes, but if you don't have wheels on that joint, it's not going anywhere. So I like this. I like the fact that they're pushing innovation in this pack 511. I like that you could switch off the gear sets and change them to whatever you want. This one's kind of basic, it's the admin gear set, but for me, this is exactly what I need for everyday carry use. I'm not carrying my AR. I'm not carrying any other magazine clips. So this is great. I don't like the fact that, you know, in addition that it doesn't really come with a gear set. I would have liked to seen it come with just the admin gear set, you know, initially. And then also the hex gear set. This is what the admin gear set is what most guys are gonna go for. This could have been the additional purchase, you know, if you wanted the hex gear gear set, you could have gone back and purchased this for a couple of bucks. But the admin gear set is $30. You know, 30 bucks you gotta add on top of the 200. The bag is already 200 bucks. So I kind of feel like, 511, you kind of, you know, nickel and diming me. You didn't even give me a hip belt as well. So again, that's something that you have to go back and purchase. This right here, this flap where you can get to your concealed carry may be an issue. If somebody knows or has any knowledge about this pack and they want to get to your firearm and this pack is on your back, they can get to that firearm quicker than you can. All in all, I really like this pack a lot. It has a lot of different functionality to it, and I think that the materials that they use are very durable. There's no doubt that this pack is gonna last you a long time. Will you like the function that it provides you? That's gonna be on you. You're gonna have to make your own decision. Man, this is George Define. We're out here fishing. I'm about to get back to my fishing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your family and friends. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you never miss out on any of my adventures or reviews. See you next time. Peace.